personality stuff, name, etc. Really, the important mechanical thing on your character is your number, from 2 to 5. A high number means you're better at lasers. A low number means you're better at feelings. Lasers being stuff like
I'm
technology,
feelings.
science,
I'm feelings. Feelings.
feelings, of
Okay.
course.
I'm
Okay.
gonna pick like smack dab in the middle, like a 3, because I'm not really good at either. I just fix things.
Wait. So what's the best
I was
number I
thinking
can get
that.
for feelings?
So
2.
the best number you can get for feelings is 2.
I'm
And pretty
kidding.
much it means whenever you do something, you have to determine whether you're using lasers or if you're using feelings. If you're using feelings, you need to roll over your number to succeed. If you're using lasers, you need to roll under your number. That's why if you're better at lasers, your number's higher, so you're more likely to roll under it. Whereas if you are better at feelings, you're better at rolling over your number.
Okay.
4.
Okay, so Sam, I believe you said your character is the janitor for the.
The sexy space janitor who likes to solve weird space mysteries.
What is your janitor's name?
Rohulio.
Rohulio. And your number is 4?
See?
Alrighty, so you were better at lasers, i.e. rationality, technology,
Of course, I fix problems.
and Ryan, you said you wanted to be the most feelingest number there is?
Yes. 2.
He's a dose.
Are we supposed to all be different numbers?
It
They
doesn't
don't have
matter.
to be.
Give you whatever you want to.
Oh.
Give you the
Okay,
same or
okay.
not.
Also, what's your character's name? And I guess personality as well.
His name is Oaf.
Oaf? Okay.
And he's a giant rock alien.
So, well, you got alien. We got that. You want to
Okay,
be in,
so what's his job?
what's your job?
His role?
You can be a doctor, an envoy, engineer, explorer,
He's. Oh, can he be a therapist?
a pilot, a scientist, or a soldier.
Therapist. That's a doctor.
Okay, I'm a therapist, aka the doctor.
A rock
I'm-
alien therapist who is
I'm
really
a
good at
doctor.
feelings. I like that. We got Ruhulio, the space janitor, who is good at.
Who likes to solve weird space mysteries.
And likes to solve mysteries. Alright, and Susan, I believe you said your character was just going to be space.
Yeah, space agony. I was gonna say sexy doctor, but since Ryan wants to be a doctor, I think I could. Let's see. I could be a pilot, a sexy pilot, sexy pilot agony.
Alright, and what's your number? Remember, low is better at feelings, and high is better at laser.
Mm,
You
On a
should
scale
be a
to 2 to
3.
I mean, you'd say
You should
it
be a
should
3.
be feelings, but I know I
Right.
kind of want to be a 3. I just want to do 3. Fuck it.
Alrighty, and Josh, I believe you said your character was Dr. Donovan. Let me find your post.
Yeah, I am Dr. Donovan Westcott, biologist, so I'd be a scientist, I guess.
Scientist. Alrighty.
Mhm.
And your number is.
Let's see. I'm a scientist, so it should be
Five.
high for lasers. So I'm gonna set it at a 3. There we go. I'm not good at my job.
Alright, so we have Sam playing Rulio, the space janitor who likes to solve space mysteries, who is good at science. Ryan, who is playing Oaf, the rock alien therapist, who is good at feelings. Susan, who's playing Agony, who's a sexy pilot who's kind of in the middle. And Josh is playing Dr. Donovan Westcott, who's a scientist who's also kind of in the middle.
I'm gonna write that
Alrighty.
down. Somewhere.
For
gonna
quick
forget.
rundown of the rules, so that we know what our stats are. It's pretty simple. If we're doing something, first when you do something, you got to declare 2 things essentially. You got to declare whether it is something you're trying to solve with feelings or trying to solve with lasers. With feelings, pretty much being like intuition, diplomacy, seduction. Like, and I'll determine whether that's legitimately a way to use that for it. And same with lasers. Lasers like technology, science, rationality, precise action. And the other thing that needs to be determined is whether you were prepared or not. So, let's see here. When you do something risky, you roll, and roll 1d6 to find the number. If you're prepared, you get an extra d6. And if you're an expert on it, you'll just pretty much have to make your case whether or not you're an expert at this. You get a third d6. And you don't get your cumulative number from that, you just get how many successes you have.
Oh.
So, if you get, if one die succeeds, you barely manage it. If two die succeed, you do it well. And if three die succeed, you get a critical success and extra stuff happens. And if none of your dice succeed, you fail, of course. If you roll your number exactly, you have laser feelings. And when you have laser feelings, you get to ask me something, and I have to answer you honestly.
Does it have to involve the game, or can we just ask you anything?
I think the intention is about the game, but you know what? You can ask me anything. But it's only if you roll your exact number.
Truth
Yep.
or dare, Kyle.
We already did that. Oh, I almost forgot something that we also have to decide as well, is you guys got to create the...
Create the game. Oh wait, the ship. Oh no, the ship.
Yes. So, as a group, you guys have to pick two strengths of the Raptor, which is your interstellar scout ship. The different strengths are fast, nimble, well-armed, powerful shields, superior sensors, cloaking device, or a fighter craft. So you guys have to pick two of those as a group.
What do you think, lady who drives the damn thing?
I all of a sudden know how to drive things. I'm so very good at driving. Good at driving the whole time.
We want to go fast.
Fast.
I got two for
I'm
fast.
kind of sad that clean is not an option.
Clean.
You wouldn't have a job.
It's already
Or
clean
I'm
because
very
of the
good at my
janitor.
job. Thank
Exactly.
you very much.
Yeah,
so
there
pretty
we
much
go.
the ship has three strengths, but one is locked in as very clean.
Okay,
It's
gotcha.
very
I wanna go
locked
fast.
in strength.
Okay, I agree with
Okay,
fast.
fine.
Fast is good.
Okay,
That
fast.
sounds fun.
Right, fast.
Okay, we're fast.
I need one more strength.
Let's see.
What we have left are
Cloaking.
nimble, well-armed, powerful shields, superior scissors, cloaking, or fighter.
Define nimble.
So fast, you can go
Agile.
real far in a straight line. And nimble is you can dodge stuff on the.
I'm liking nimble.
Nah. I want a cloaking device.
I
We
want to
can
be
hide.
well armed,
I don't really.
but I don't
know.
really care, so I'll do whatever.
Well armed and fighter
I actually
craft
don't care either.
almost seem like the same thing to me. Almost.
I think
I'll be honest.
I think fighter craft means
Guys?
that has like a little fighter ship with it or something.
We do have dice.
That makes sense.
We could just roll randomly.
We could just roll randomly.
So what do we want? We want.
Or
So
we could
heard.
create our own.
I don't really. You can't create.
Dude, can we create our own?
No.
You know what? Sure.
It
Okay.
says on there two strengths, or you can create your own.
It does.
Yeah, go for it. If you guys want to create your own, go nuts.
Or I'm looking at the wrong thing. That might be possible too.
I mean, but like this game is very RP heavy. That's very mechanics light. So if you guys want to make a strength that's not on the list, Go.
Slimy.
I don't know how slimy. it is.
Smelly. Smelly.
it's not strength.
It could be.
It could be one
It's all
problem.
about perspective.
In space, no one can hear you smell.
But they can see you scream. I don't know. What the
Let's go
fuck
with
is-
cloaking.
Yeah.
I got two for cloaking. We down for cloaking?
Sure.
I'm okay with cloaking. Yeah. Fast
Alright, the-
cloaking device.
We're fast and hard to detect, just like an actual raptor.
Yeah.
All right.
Or
So
a very incompetent lover.
Yeah.
Wait, are you telling me raptors are stealthy?
Dun.
they are very clever. Now you guys need to pick one problem. The problems it suggests are fuel hog, only one medical pod,
I like
and the captain is already inside of it.
that.
Horrible circuit breakers, which means that in-battle consoles tend to explode on the bridge, or a grim reputation, which means the captain did some bad stuff in the past.
I like Grim Reputation.
I don't like grim reputation because then it's like it feels like it's kind of getting out of a problem to not really actually have one. It doesn't really that doesn't feel like a problem. It's like ooh, like I don't know, what did the captain do?
I kind of
We
like.
never know. It could
You
come
know
up
what
at any
didn't
point.
the captain do is the better question.
Or what didn't the captain do?
Exactly.
You guys will find out, maybe.
I think Fuel Hog is probably the most fun, but I like the idea of only one medical pod because I'm the doctor. That's
I
about
also
healing.
like horrible circuit breakers. I think that just sounds funny.
It does.
All of these sound kind of pretty good.
Yeah,
they
they all
all
do.
sound good.
Do we want to just roll for it?
Yeah.
fuck
Roll a
it.
d4.
D4.
Can we do that? Do you
Yeah,
guys
go
wanna do
for it.
Circuit breakers.
So, yep, horrible circuit breaker.
Circuit breakers it is. Consoles tend to explode.
Alrighty, so you guys are the crew of the interstellar scout ship, the Raptor. Your mission is to explore uncharted regions of space, deal with aliens both friendly and deadly, and defend the consortium worlds against space dangers. Captain Darcy has been overcome by the strange psychic entity known as a hangover, leaving you to fend for yourselves while he recovers in a medical pod.
It's great.
Alrighty,
Does
so
anyone know how to solve this strange mystery called a hangover?
I'll go ahead and set the stage. You guys all in the kind of lounge room, or like I guess the cockpit area. It's kind of Star Trekky, where there's like a bunch of chairs. It's weirdly huge for a cock.
The bridge.
The bridge. That's
The
a proper. I don't
bridge.
watch enough sci-fi. Heads up, I barely read or watch sci-fi, so I'm gonna be
Me
searching for
neither.
terms.
It's okay. I just know boat parts. So
All right, so you guys are
the
hanging.
port.
You guys are hanging out in the bridge. You guys
space
are.
gun.
You guys are in the. It is the year 5019. You guys have been traveling
That's almost 3,000 years in the future.
the inky darkness of the great
That'd be pretty old.
unknown. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Captain Darcy has retired for the next few, star nights to recover from his horrific hangover, leaving you guys in charge of the ship while he recovers. You guys are all in the bridge and free to hang out. What are you guys doing?
Mopping.
Trying to fix something because the fucking consoles went out earlier in the bridge while I was
Little
piloting
spark.
stuff. I don't actually know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to prevent fire.
Do you want to try to actually fix them?
No.
I feel like if we had the technical know-how to fix them, they wouldn't be broken all the time.
I'll try.
Okay.
Julio will always try to fix any problem.
Okay, yeah, give me your names again. Rahulio?
Julio.
What?
How do you what?
Julio.
Julio.
Who? Lee?
If you can't spell it, then you are wrong.
Alright, so Rogelio is going to try to repair the circuits on the bridge. So let's go ahead and use this as a tutorial for rolling to do a thing. So, are you prepared for this? Did you have any kind of prior preparation, or are you just kind of doing it off the?
I feel like this probably is my day-to-day existence, so I might. I don't know.
I would say that you would be prepared. You guys aren't any kind of like tense moment. You're the janitor. You probably do maintenance work as well. Would you say that you're an expert at fixing stuff?
Rahulio, I'm pretty sure it needs some Windex. It fixes everything, from my experience.
Maybe we should ask how it feels. Yes,
After
please
we put some
do
Windex
that.
on it.
I really think asking how it feels will solve the problem.
Should
Damn
I
it, guys!
try?
It's a ship, not a person.
Hey, don't you talk to me to my baby like that.
So I'm gonna say, since this
You have a baby?
continuously happens, I am not an expert.
Okay, so since you're not an expert, but you are prepared, roll me 2 separate 1d6.
So just rolling 2d6, and then there will separate them into a 2 and a
Exactly.
3.
2 and a 3, and since this is lasers, and your number is 4, you're trying to roll under 4, so that's 2 successes. You did it, and you did it well. You put the plate of it back together, you solder all those bits back together, and it is not even sparking anymore, which is a rare sight on the Raptor.
I come back from the storage closet with the Windex, but you already fixed it. I'm like, oh. Well then, I guess I don't need this. I just throw it. I'll find it later. Alright,
And
well,
now,
Captain Darcy is out. That means we can party.
and just as you say that, you start hearing a strange monotone beep. Strange because you guys don't usually fix that particular circuit board, and that's a circuit board that controls whether or not you guys get distress signals. You have an incoming distress signal. Do you guys
That could sound
might be-
important.
It
I
could
look
be
at the
aliens.
pilot.
Let's find out.
Let's
Just-
find
just-
what
just
they
listen.
want.
Julio is sick of cleaning up your messes after you meet new aliens.
Look,
I don't
Maybe
even
they'll
know
be
what you're talking about.
maybe they'll be better than the last guys.
The mess is half the fun.
those last aliens were, they're good-looking aliens. I don't know what to tell you.
They were peeing everywhere.
I know it was the best. Anyway,
That,
and strictly speaking, it wasn't peeing, but anyway.
it wasn't really
This is
pee, yep,
the Raptor.
Yeah, anyway,
Right,
yep,
like-
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's hear this distress signal.
Yep.
Hello?
All right.
patch
One
him
of
in.
you hits. Yeah, one of you patches him in, and you see the inside of a cockpit that is garishly decorated with tinsels, twinkling lights of multiple different colors, strange baubles hanging from what looks like trees in the back of the cockpit. Around the bridge, you see small humanoids with pointy shoes and pointy ears and pointy hats. And in the captain's seat is a large man in a red spacesuit and a flowing white beard.
It's Satan!
Ho ho ho! I'm fucked! I need help! Permission to teleport aboard the cockfinger pit.
Julio
say
totally
cock?
believes
What?
that we should help this man.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling like I'm about to die, and you see the video feed start to kind of like static a bit, and the entire like bridge on this other ship starts to shake a bit. Sparks start flying everywhere.
Do you have alcohol?
I have eggnog, more eggnog than you
For
can
your
possibly
sakes,
imagine.
man, beam him aboard.
Get this man on here.
Oh,
On the ship.
ho, help!
Beam that man on.
He
Julio
seems
already said
distressed.
that.
As you guys are beaming him aboard.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
All right. So in the back of the bridge, the teleporter deck starts lighting up, particles flowing in and out of its matter recompressor, and before you materializes the jolly red rotund gentleman that was previously on the feed, and quickly behind him, a swarm of those small elf creatures that all scramble onto the deck. Oh, you're there just in time! They almost got us! And on the feed, you can see that as the now empty brig just goes pure static. If you guys to look at one of the other consoles, kind of see out into space, his Jolly Red ship just explodes into debris, and in the distance you can see a fleet of spiky, just angular ships falling in pursuit.
Oh, it looks like they're going to be after us now. Looks like we need to run. Where's that eggnog you were talking about?
Oh, let me dig it out real quick. And he, you now notice that behind his back, over his shoulder, he has a enormous burlap sack. He heaves it over and reaches in and pulls out a frosty bottle of eggnog. Here you go,
that's-
young lady.
Can-
Oh, wonderful. Yes, I'll just take the whole bottle with me. Open it up, start drinking it.
Now get us out of here!
Can I give him a hug?
Oh, before that, he goes and finds one of the seats on the brig and sits down on it. Well, if you want a hug, come do it like this. It's one of you.
Okay.
I don't think feeding the pilot alcohol is the best decision.
I drive much better after a drink or two.
After I've had a
That's
few.
what every alcoholic says.
She's a functioning alcoholic.
Exactly.
She needs
We're in
alcohol to
space.
function.
She
Yeah.
has clinical depression. Just let her do it.
What?
As you say that, you feel the bridge shake a little as a warning shot goes across the
For God's
bow.
sakes, get us out of here, man.
All right. Punch it.
All right, you're gonna try
Activate the
and
fucking device.
I'm gonna drive
All right,
this
you guys-
shit out of here.
all right, roll some dice. So I take it this is lasers because you're piloting, and you would be an expert being the pilot, but you're not prepared because this is a
No.
pretty sudden thing. So yeah, roll
Wait,
me
wait,
two.
Just
Oh, we
two.
are fast.
Oh.
Can I give her a massage?
We are
to
fast.
relax her?
If you guys
Val?
take the time to you a pep talk massage, you will get another one.
I'm doing it. I'm her therapist anyway. I'm everyone's therapist. You know.
Julio needs no therapy.
Oh yeah, rub those rocks right there. Yeah, between the shoulders. Oh yes, thanks. Oh, beautiful. Okay.
All right. Oh, roll me 3d6 because you're not only prepared, you're an expert at this. It's gonna be for feelings. You're gonna try and roll over.
Okay. I thought it was science. It was just a roll.
No,
Okay, how does
no.
this-
You're rolling for the massage.
Oh, I'm rolling.
Yes.
Yeah. See how good
And
this
then-
massage is,
Yes, and then
3d6. Okay.
and they'll determine whether she's prepared to pilot or not. All right, you're trying to roll over 2, so that's 2 successes. So you successfully give her a pep talk massage, and now she is prepared. All right, so Captain Agony, give me 3.
I've just been promoted to captain. 3 rolls it is. Oh shit.
Let's see. This is science, and you're 3. So science, you are one to go under 3. All right, so 1. It was a 1 success, which means that you're going to. It's going to. Yeah, you barely manage it. All right, so you are. The second warning shot managed to jostle the bridge enough to where more of the circuit boards have come undone, and there are sparks everywhere. They're kind of getting in your face a bit as you're trying to pilot your way through this
As I'm
asteroid.
like drinking, like I spill some. It's
All right.
bumping.
And this is
So,
why
yeah,
we
you-
have problems with the circuits.
All right, so yeah, you managed to pilot through this asteroid field, but it is not clean, and it is a bit
Julio, do your
of
job.
Eggnog's everywhere, and smoke and cinders. You managed to get some distance between you and that enemy fleet, but they're gonna catch up before long.
Not to worry, not to worry, big man. This is quite typical. It happens all the time. But we're fine. We'll be fine. We'll outrun him in all time. This good old raptor here is
Eggnog
fast
gets
as
so
a pickle.
Eggnog gets so sticky.
If it
I'll
all
ask the big guy. So, what exactly is following you? Some sort of alien? What kind of alien?
Oh, it's a long story. It's
Sexy
the
alien.
hive queen of Carascus.
Hive Queen. Eh?
Have
I
you
just-
just tried talking to her?
Oh, I tried to give her a candy cane, but she would not listen, and her entire fleet's trying to shoot me down now, and it's the night before Christmas! Space Christmas! Oh,
Not space Christmas.
Did your
mean
job
green
get
grass?
harder when mankind went to space?
It's well, dude. It stayed fairly constant. And there's a lot of interdimensional doohickery going on with this whole thing right there, and he pats the giant sack he still holds.
Where's my gift, Santa?
Oh, it's not Christmas Gate, little boy.
Damn it.
I wouldn't describe him as little, or I'm pretty sure as a boy. I
Look,
don't
Oak
think
can be
his
whatever
species
Oak wants
has
to be.
as the
I
bigender
don't
sex.
have a penis.
Oh,
Exactly.
forgive me. I should not have assumed your gender, Oaf.
Just because he is phallically shaped does not mean he in fact has a penis.
That is a misconception. I am not a penis shape.
Then why do you have that crack down the middle of your head?
Why do you have a crack on your butt?
I don't know. I was designed that way.
None of you were designed anyway.
Okay, Mr. Atheist.
It's the year 5000. We still believe in our Lord and Savior Jesus.
Oh, did you say Jesus?
It
I
is
haven't heard the name in a
Christmas.
long time.
Shut up, Sam. No,
Didn't you guys get into a boxing match one time?
I would never hit my son like that.
Yo,
Jesus is your son?
That's what
It's
my
fine.
question is.
I knew a man named Jesus once.
Did he steal hubcaps from cars?
No, but he was pretty hung.
yeah, he mowed my lawn.
It sounds disgusting. Anyway, what do I know about like the Hive Queen of Caracas, or whatever his name
Yes.
was?
So, what you know about? Actually, give me a lasers roll to see how well you know the current political situation of the.
Okay. Let's see. Laser roll.
Would you say you're an expert?
I'd be an expert in like the biology of Carakians.
I'll go with Karakians. I'll take it.
Okay.
So yeah, give me 2.
Okay. So I think I'm trying to roll above 3.
Well, the
no,
lasers
I'm
trying to roll
under.
Alright,
Under
below,
3.
under.
You are politically ignorant.
I've never even heard of Carakians.
Oh, not many have. They're only recently recently inducted into the consortium. That's why this is my first year bringing them Christmas presents.
You don't say.
I mean, did you send him a message or something beforehand explaining the situation? You know, some people just don't like random people knocking at their door, you know? No one
Twitter
answers their
Santa's like
doorbells
Green
nowadays.
Lanterns.
Oh no, that ruins the surprise.
Maybe they just don't celebrate.
That's probably why they're chasing you
The
now. They
Carakians,
thought you
You're
were...
Jewish.
Here
Or
another.
they're Jewish.
Really, I, they sound more like people who would be Kwanzaa supporters.
Supporters.
You hear more beeps from one of the consoles. Another ship is trying to call in a.
Another
bring it
one. Patch him in. Hello?
Hello, is this the ship that's harboring that space criminal, that space monster?
Mm,
Our doctor isn't
What
that
monster?
bad. He's just made out of rock.
The
I
one
mean-
who calls himself Santa Claus.
Satan?
I don't know anybody from that name.
You
Me
will
neither.
answer
Sure, you're not
me.
asking
I'm the
about
high.
our rock doctor.
Look, I don't
Wait,
know anyone named Santa Claus. I know
Am
Satan.
I to understand that this is the Hive Queen?
Yes, and you'll address me as such. Who are you, pitiful fleshy? Pitiful
Are you-
skin bag?
No, you pretty much nailed it. He's a pitiful flesh bag.
I adjust my tie and I sort of like, lean into the microphone. Hey there. So listen, why don't we dock and talk face to face? What do you say, sweet cheeks? Do you have cheeks? Please tell me you don't have cheeks.
No, of course not. My body
Oh.
is an exquisite array of angular chitin.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, we gotta dock with these guys, Ghost.
Yes, I must dock with your ship to apprehend that
Yes, with the
monster
ship, of course,
Santa
yes.
Claus.
I'm not sure what we don't have any monsters on board, but do you have
don't-
alcohol as
Unfortunately.
well?
Don't let her in! They'll kill me! Don't! We have the purest lava nectar you could ever have.
Larva nectar. That sounds exquisite.
The most intoxicating nectar in the universe. So you guys
Hey.
gonna let her dock your ship or no?
Sure, we're not supposed to, but we're.
Let's see. Insectoid, or like chitinous hive queen offering us larva nectar.
Listen.
I say we do it.
The question becomes, how many kids do you want to have?
If you wish to be a host for the brood, all I need to know is how many cavities your body has for eggs. But we can talk
mean-
about that later.
Hive queen, you're speaking my language right now. Guys, we gotta dock with the ship right now.
I mean, what's in it for us?
Didn't
will
you just
not-
hear?
I will not
Besides,
shoot you into smithereens and blistered atoms.
But how do you feel?
I feel like that monster has caused a genocide upon my world. No genocide here.
assuming we knew this monster, how did he cause this genocide on your world?
He unleashed the beast of incomprehensible destruction upon my world, and he will pay for his insult and his destruction.
What
The
does the beast look
indestructible
like?
a fat,
No?
covered in wiry black hair, cloven hooves and barking black horns, carrying a basket on his back and chains in one claw.
Oh my.
Sounds hot. I mean, that's
I was
terrible.
about to say.
George from the Christmas party?
We've tried our lasers, our acidic
George.
bombs, our poisonous, chitinous swords. Nothing can deter the beast.
Do you ever
And
try
that
just being
creature's his
friendly?
No, the Krasakians are never friendly.
Then why would we let you on our ship? Guys, let's leave.
She reaches. So on the screen, you can see her angular chitinous form sitting in her regal captain's chair, and she reaches down below the camera view. And she lifts up a bulbous blue glowing grub, and she shakes it a little.
This is filled with the most intoxicating lava nectar in the universe. Are you sure you don't want? It's in it for you if you'll bring me the Santa Claus.
So you're trying to feed me the juice of your children?
It is a better fate than being thrown into the basket of that hell beast.
I don't know. They both sound pretty inviting.
I
I'll
don't
like-
think
I'll,
I
like,
want to
mute
drink
the
your
microphone
kid,
and-
ma'am.
And then turn to Santa. So what's this she's talking about? A giant cloven beast? What? Did you do that?
Well, technically it's not quite me. It's more of an aspect of me. More of a kind of like a brother, kind of not. Well, you see, the Krasakian Empire was added into the consortium, which means they're part of my jurisdiction as a holiday gift giver, and so they have a hive mind. So if the queen is naughty, all of her brood are naughty, and due to the biological stages of the Krasakians, All but her are children. Thus, her entire race besides her was deemed naughty according to the list. So the Krampus has just been shoveling their entire species into his bag of punishment for a few weeks now.
Sounds
And
like
that's
they're
about
getting what
all.
they
I mean, I
deserve.
thought, would that not happen only on Christmas?
I thought Santa gives everybody presents, even the naughty ones.
Oh no, the naughty boys and girls, they end up in the Krampus's hell sack.
Oh, shit. That sounds unpleasant.
It's a much better system than the old one I used to use. Floods were just always too messy. Ho 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 ho!
I
Well-
bet. Well, Are you saying that if we get a new queen, one of them that isn't naughty, we could possibly stop this beast and have a meal with him, a drink or two, see what's all going on in that sack, and or
We could diagnose her problem and give her some medicine.
Or you could blow her out of the sky. I'm fine with either. Ho 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 ho! Seriously, she'll
Santa
kill me
don't
if you don't
fuck
kill her
around.
first.
Does Santa have any weapons on him to help us accomplish such goal?
I am a staunch pacifist, I'll have you know. I leave all the
You
bloodlust.
just wreck your.
I just reckon. I work in mysterious ways. Ho 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 ho!
He is Jesus. Okay.
well
Alright,
then.
so you guys
I
have
think the
a
obvious
variety
answer
of
here-
options.
I think the obvious answer is to dock with them, get their queen on board, and give me 10 minutes alone with her.
All right.
So
you
you
could
want to
talk
have
with her?
eggs laid in you?
Yes.
Sounds
Or-
fantastic.
Or the other way around.
Ah.
yes.
If only I had an ovipositor.
Men don't
It's
lay
fine.
eggs. We shoot seed.
It's the same thing. All
I
right,
say we
your
just-
your Majesty,
okay.
Hive Queen of Caracas. We'll let you dock with you. On the we'd like to really get to know you here. And yeah, we'll be right over, I guess.
Yes, excellent. I'll be getting the docking process now. Ta ta!
Wait,
And the
before she
Alright.
moves on,
Yep. Yep. Go ahead.
can I roll the dice?
For
hell yeah, what are you trying to do?
I want to diagnose her disorder.
Yeah, go for it. You want to do that as lasers or feelings? I can see that going either way, whether that's a 50-50
Mhm.
kind of feelings. Gotcha. And since you're a therapist, I would say you're an expert on it. I won't say you're prepared though, because well,
Mm-hmm.
could you make an argument for being prepared?
Nah.
Okay, so give me 2d6.
Does she
All
have-
right.
Wait. Psst, psst, psst. Whisper.
Hmm?
Wait.
Hmm?
Does she have this?
What?
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 What are you asking?
You go to
Did-
go to the PMs, the
Oh,
DMs.
Oh, let me check that.
Does she have that? Whatever that is.
I have not seen this. I haven't heard this before. Let me find
Me
out if she
either.
does.
He's asking if she has a cloaca.
I would say that that would be a bait and attribute of her species, especially amongst the queen.
Thank you. Thanks for the pointless. Nothing happened. Keep going.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know some information now. That's cool. That's good. Well, oh yeah, yeah. Right. So the screen blips out, and the ship starts to slowly approach yours to begin the docking process. And Santa is verbally freaking the fuck out. What are you doing? She'll kill me! You got to get me on the ship. Oh, hide me!
Don't worry.
Oh,
Don't
fuck!
worry. Well, you can hide in the kitchen or something. She's not going to be here. We'll have our expert. What do you do again exactly?
I'm the biologist. Don't worry. I'm going to diagnose the fuck out of her.
Oh yes, our expert biologist diagnosed the fuck out of her. Probably literally.
Literally.
All right, me and my helpers will, my little toy makers will go and hide in the kitchen. We might make some cookies to keep the stress off. Don't
Oh
let her
yes,
get
yes.
me.
Make tons of cookies.
Snickerdoodle.
Yes, please.
Right, and so Santa and his pile of tiny elves all start rushing to the kitchens. Just in time because a few lights kind of go off in the back indicating that your ship has been docked and the airlocks are preparing to usher in the entrance of the high. Anything you want to do before she enters the bridge?
I'll
Set
unbutton
this-
my lab coat, so I'm not wearing a shirt under my lab coat. I've just got bare chested. Still wearing the coat, but my pecs are exposed.
Set the ship to self-destruct.
Our ship.
Okay.
Just in
What?
case.
Like start on the counter now, or
Yeah,
like
like in case anything goes
A
wrong,
counter?
you know.
I mean, what if we just have it like on a button instead of a counter? You know.
are you thinking like a dead man switch kind of situation where like if none of you can
Sure.
turn it off,
Exactly.
it goes up? Okay, so you guys, if this is y'all's ship, how long does the self-destruct timer go before it needs to be turned off?
I don't know. The
10
doctor
minutes.
doesn't generally
Uh,
last longer than 5 minutes, so
Skadoosh.
Yeah, it depends how long
That's if
it'll
the
take
panels
you.
don't flip out.
Oh yeah, how long will it take you to diagnose?
Well, it really. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know. This could take minutes
How-
to hours.
How long does it normally take?
It depends on the species. We're talking about a Nadirian. It could be anywhere between 2 hours. And of course, you're writhing in pain for most of the time. If it's an
You seem
energy
kind of
being,
like a 30-second diagnoser to me.
yeah, no, I don't know. We'll have to find out. We'll have to see how many legs she has.
And
Well,
as you
then-
say,
Yeah.
okay, so as you say that, the doors of the brig shunt open, and the Hive Queen scuttles in, all 8 legs of her
Yes.
massive chitinous body
Seven.
scurrying in. Where is the Santa Claus? I will have my justice for my people.
I'm like leaning on the captain's chair. I have a rose in my mouth for some reason. I'm just like, hey there.
Chest
Yes,
hair.
you were
another
the
mess.
doctor, I believe.
Dr. Donovan Westcott, how's it going? But you can call me Mon Chéri.
It will go better, Mon Cherry, once I have the Santa Claus. Where is he?
Listen, don't worry about him. Let's talk about us. I'll walk up and I'll like start stroking a leg.
You feel its many spiky barbs from her
Fantastic.
terrifying carapace. Yes, get on with it. Show me to this Santa Claus.
You keep, darling. Listen, I'm into a lot of things, but sharing's not one of them. Let's focus on me. Let's talk about us. Here, let's go back on your ship and we can talk about this whole egg situation. What do you say?
I'm not going back into my ship unless it is with the Santa Claus's bloated dead body filled with my writhing young.
Now,
God,
what about
that
that
sounds hot.
Oh,
alcohol though?
Yes, here you go. And she lobs the glowing bulbous larva at you. It squeals a little bit. It's still alive. Like,
This is a little messed up. Are you sure this is all right?
if you've never had grub nectar before, you just squeeze on one end and it comes out.
It's like a Capri Sun, only alive.
Yes, it is like the ancient earth beverage, the Capri Sun.
Do you have a little
Oh,
straw
excuse
for
me?
this?
Are you
Can I
telling me
poke
that
a straw into
Capri Suns
one?
no longer exist?
The Capri Suns have been forgotten since time immemorial.
Oh, the myth.
It's okay. I have a
Myth
little
of the
straw
Sons
here.
of
I keep
Capri.
extra here under the drawer. Yes. I'll just
I
poke
hear
one of my
liquid
straws
comes-
through it.
Does
Earthlings
the
used
liquid
to
come out
worship
the
them.
head or the ass, or is it like worms where they're both heads and asses?
It comes from the ventilation nodules. Do you not know what a ventilation nodule is on a grub, human?
No. No, I do not.
I'm trying to
just have
poke
to
the
rub
straw
it.
into it.
Like an
You know
actual
what?
Capri Sun, it's a pain in the ass.
You know what? Roll me a
Shoot in the
lasers.
back.
Roll me a lasers roll for trying to Capri Sun this nectar grub.
A fucking Capri Sun.
See, that's a lasers roll, so you're trying to run on. All right, you barely get that straw into that grub, and it splashes some of the nectar,
Ugh.
kind of everywhere. It's a bit gross. It's sticky. You're gonna be glowing every spot that got on your outfit.
Ooh, that's fine, actually. That's my outfit.
That's how
Glow
your
in the
outfit
dark.
normally looks under like a black light, but yeah, sure.
Now then, human doctor, if I entertain your fascination with me for a moment, will you show me where the Santa Claus is?
I mean, we don't really have a guys. Do we have a Santa Claus?
I'm not sure who that is.
If you lie to me to get me on this ship, you'll face the unending torments of the Krasakian race, if there is one left after the Hell Beast is done with us.
What kind of torments?
Yes, I'm curious.
Bound eternally in the cocoons of the deep hives for the
Ooh.
younglings to
Well, then I hate to tell you, sweet cheeks, but we don't have a Santa Claus. Never even heard of a Santa Claus. We totally lied. I lied the most.
You start to hear banging
lied.
from the kitchens. You start to hear banging like pots and pans falling to the ground,
Raccoons.
like there's a struggle in the
Space
kitchen.
raccoons.
What was that?
Space
Space
raccoons.
raccoons?
Space
We
raccoons.
have
real thing.
space raccoons. It's a common
There's a
problem.
documentary
in the
called
kitchen.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
The holy text?
Yes, exactly.
The foundation of the space religion of Rocket Raccoon?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes. And we've
And
got
don't
We have
space
forget,
lots of
raccoons
I
them.
am Groot.
all in the kitchen.
Oh,
It's
yes.
been a real problem.
Groot
Julio should probably go
316.
fix those. Like,
Our
go catch
Groot
'em.
316. I am Groot.
Our confession to the one true religion was the catalyst for joining the consortium empire, so I will let you tend to the space raccoons.
Much appreciated. Yes.
So who's all going to check out the space raccoons?
Me. I want some cookies.
Rohulio will join her.
All right, well, go check
so
out these
Because he
space
doesn't want to be
raccoons.
here for the whole sex show.
You two, enjoy. We'll be right back. Hopefully with
All
less
right.
space raccoons.
I look over at Oaf and then I look back at the Queen. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place.
That's a good one.
I don't get it. I want you to explain, human.
So how's your sex life?
And as you begin asking that question, we cut to Agony and Julio walking towards the kitchens. You can hear the sounds of a struggle increasing. The door to the kitchen is shut, and you can't really see through it. There is a porthole in the door, which you could peek through if you wish, or you just go ahead and barge in, your choice. Or you could turn around. It's a free country. Do what you want.
Are you sure it's not a free spaceship?
It is a free galactic stretch.
Hello, space raccoons. I try and knock on the kitchen door, like,
Go
Something
away!
wrong?
He's fine! We're a little busy!
is it ready yet?
We'll be ready in a moment! Just get the hell out of here!
Um, I'm thirsty though. I need some water to go with my drink.
We'll get
I'm
you some of
coming.
them!
I'm coming
No,
in
don't
real
come
quick. I'm coming in.
Don't come in here! Alright, so you're opening the door.
Yeah.
Alright, as you open the door, you start to hear splattering, and you see a disturbing sight. The jolly red man is now strapped to a chair,
kind of angled back a bit, there is a rag, a towel, like a cloth around covering his entire face, and the elves are all kind of surrounding him. They're pouring eggnog onto his covered face. They are waterboarding him with eggnog, and the head elf in charge is yelling at him, "Where's the list, fat ass? Where's the list? Give it to us!
Whoa there, darlings.
We told
How
you not
did
to
you-
come in!"
Hey, you guys trying
Why
to
did you
unionize
set
or
this up
something?
and not invite us?
You wanna get nog boarded too?
A little
Are
bit.
you
I mean,
trying to
I don't know about the.
unionize?
I mean, it sounds like they just want the list.
What list?
The naughty list! If he gives us the naughty list, we can take the Krazakians off of it, and we can just go the hell home! Back to North Pole Planet!
I mean,
We're so far behind on toys! We're at a...
Pluto?
Yes! The long forgotten planet known as Pluto, now known as North Pole Planet!
Well, it's because it got
that
downgraded
sounds like
from a planet to a not planet anymore.
We did that to hide our ancient legacy, and then we were found. It's a long story!
well, Rahulio here is an expert at, fixing things. He could definitely fix the list. It sounds like a very plausible request. Mr. Claus, why wouldn't we do that then?
He still has the rag over his head, and they're still pouring eggnog on him. They never stop.
He would be able to tell you where it is if you let him talk. You know that, right?
Well, yeah, we were gonna ask him after we're done. This stage was really just kind of for us, because he's kind of a big red dick bag.
You
All
kinky
right, let's ask him
bastards.
the question.
Just let him talk.
All right. And they pull the rag off his face, and he's just shaking his jolly red cheeks, his big white beard splatters eggnog everywhere. Get the hell off me! Get off me, you ungrateful little bastards! Oh, I'm never gonna give you the list. The list is sacred.
Why, though?
The list is the list determines who was naughty and who was nice. It is the underpinning for the entire galaxy, no, the entire universe's morality. If we do not know if we were to just edit the list due to convenience, then it wouldn't even be the point of naughty and...
Well, who subjectively decides who's naughty and nice? I don't know. Is it you?
Well, yes.
By whose morality is it?
Well, mine, obviously.
I mean, but who's to say your morality is superior to anybody else's morality?
Now look,
This
I'm-
is a game of implausibles. Continue.
I'm just a cosmic arbiter of incomprehensible forces of the universe. I don't make the rules. I just follow.
I'm just physically made of them.
I start slowly crawling onto him, and so what exactly by definition would you say is naughty?
Well, doing bad things that are against the rules, sneaking cookies at night when you're not supposed to. Now, this is not going to work on me. Mrs. Claus is waiting for you back in North Pole Planet. She's more woman than you'll ever be.
That's fine. That wouldn't stop me anyway, but yeah, but we're going to take care of, hopefully, the queen. But you said it's just the queen, right?
Yes, since she is naughty and they are a hive mind, then the entire race is naughty, and that is why the Krampus has deemed them fit for the...
So
I mean,
why
it's a
don't we
little
just kill
unfair,
her?
wouldn't you think?
The universe isn't fair, it's just naughty or nice. There's nothing fair about naughty or nice.
I mean, it's not about being fair on this point. Or naughty or nice or not. It's about affecting every single individual, regardless of hive mind. That sucks.
Are you trying to imply that I, in fact, am the one who is naughty for deeming them naughty?
A little bit. I mean, It's a hive mind. You don't know.
All right, roll a feelings for convincing him that the fact that he put them as naughty on the list makes him.
The
Would you say that you?
Karagans,
Yeah.
feeling? Yeah, yeah.
Would you say that you are prepared and or an expert?
Uh, I'd say I'm an expert in persuasion. I don't
Okay,
know if
I'll
I'm
buy that.
really prepared or not.
Okay, I'll go and say 2d6 then.
Good.
And you're rolling feelings, so you. Well, you're dead center, so okay, you just want to roll
Yeah,
high.
yeah. Womp womp.
All right, double success.
Ooh.
I guess you make a good point. I guess I am naughty.
I mean, yes.
no.
I mean, like it'd be a little
Oh no.
rude.
Oh, you don't know what you've done. You do not know what you've done.
The list materializes before all of you, and you see Santa Claus slowly start to inscribe at the top of the list.
No. You do not know what you've done. I can't be naughty. If I'm naughty, then that means.
And it cuts back to Oath and Dr. Donovan. What are you guys doing?
Ooh.
So, as I was saying, how's your sex life?
Well, it's been a lot less successful lately with that hell beast grabbing up all the drones and putting them in his hell bag. I've had a proper consummation with a drone and a solar sweep.
I'm sitting there like stroking a leg. We could fix that, you know.
He's quite the drone.
Yes, I can tell.
And all of a sudden, you hear a thunk against the side of the ship.
Weird. I thought we fixed that thunk.
Well,
What was that?
It was just a thunk. Don't worry about it, baby. Listen, stare at me. Look at me with your 1,000 eyes. God, where do I look? Anyway.
You look right here.
And she lifts up 3 of her arms and kind of gestures towards her big chitinous maw with the acid kind of drip.
I, like reach out, like let one drop of acid like touch my finger. Ow, that hurts.
Thunk,
Fantastic.
thunk, thunk. You hear more thunks kind of crawling
What
up
is
like.
with that thunk?
You can hear that their position of the thunks is kind of traveling across the side of the ship.
What is that?
I don't know, but it's really killing the mood.
Are those
Do
the
you have any
space-
ideas?
a rock?
It better not be the space raccoons.
I'm gonna
I
go
don't-
over to our monitors and try to see our cameras and see if we can't see anything.
Okay. So you turn on the cameras for the outside of the ship, and you see a strange sight. On the side of the ship is a humanoid figure with dark black wiry fur crawling down the side of the ship towards one of the airlocks. A wicker basket on its back and a length of chain dangling from one of his claws.
What does this thing look like?
Here, let me grab an image. real quick.
Krampus.
Krampus.
Krampus, you know. Krampus.
Nega Santa.
Let me find a good Krampus picture real quick. Oh, here we go. This is perfect.
What if we just let Krampus take care of this?
Mm.
All right, Krampus picture posted.
Post it?
End of the Discord.
Perfect.
Ugh, he's disgustingly humanoid looking.
Oh, let me find a better one then.
Oh no,
Less
it's fine.
humanoid.
It's fine.
Oh no, I found a good one.
Less humanoid.
Right, and Oath, on the camera, you see this figure
2 legs.
crawling down the side of the ship towards the airlock. What to do?
I open the airlock.
All right. As
Remote.
the airlock, As the airlock opens, he scrambles in like some kind of disgusting cock.
It looks like we have another visitor.
What was that? What just boarded the ship? Did you call for aid? What did you do?
I don't know. It was some guy.
She
God.
scrambles over to you, Oaf, and she is looking pretty pissed.
What did you do?
Okay. Hold on. Let me find some treatment for you. Hmm. So how long have you been having these impulses?
I've had them for the entirety of my existence ever since I was a mother grub. Like queen larvae. And by
You
these
think-
impulses, do you mean my personality?
Do you think maybe this might have happened early on in life? Maybe the pressures of being a queen?
Well, it is pretty stressful. I mean, not only am I responsible for, what I do, the hive mind, every time I make a bad decision, it's everyone's bad decision. It's quite a bit of pressure. Well, never mind about that.
I
What
see,
part of
I
this?
see, yeah, of course.
It's just hard sometimes,
Oh, it's okay.
being a hive queen, and no one understands.
Oh, the pressures of rule. Oh, it's terrible. You have all those people who are looking to you. All those drones.
Oh, those poor little grubs looking
Yeah.
to the queen for guidance. I throw them around like Capri Suns. I should do better by them.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm gonna try to give her a hug.
Okay, give me
Bastard got a
feeling.
hug.
Give me a feelings roll to see if she lets you. I will say you're an expert because you are a therapist. This is kind of your jam. Let's see your feelings. You gotta
I got a
roll
1.
over. Okay, so you got one success. So you barely manage it. She's looking at it hesitant at first, and but she opens up a couple of her arms and lets you in. And she looks over at you, Donovan, and her normally spike exterior is still extremely spiky, but she looks less angry about it.
Well, you come on into. I've never talked with anyone that tried to understand.
All right. I insist on being between, like right there in the middle of it. Yes, this is delightful.
And as you guys embrace, the door to the bridge opens up, and before you stands the horned silhouette of the Krampus. He turns his head in your direction, and he sniffs with his big flared nostrils, and he sniffs a second time. Not naughty. And he starts to turn around and walk a different direction towards the kitchens. And we
Must be
cut,
hungry.
I'm gonna
cut
follow.
back.
I guess.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Large Black Fellow. I believe your name is Krampus?
Can
wait.
we all follow?
You guys want to?
Even the queen?
The hell beast! What's it
I'd like-
doing here?
I'd like to have a discussion with you, Mr. Krampus, about ethics and morality. What defines good and evil?
As they're saying this, the Krampus is standing in the doorway to the kitchen. All the elves and Santa are both turned towards him with looks of abject terror on their faces. Santa's kind of like gibbering, just I'm naughty now. I'm naughty. He's coming for me. I can't be naughty. I'm naughty. But he's
Well, you see, as long as the queen is off the list, then you're probably
I'm
off
gonna
the
run
hook,
up to
right?
Santa.
oh, it's worse now. I would take being on her shit list more than I'll be on his.
I'm gonna run up to Santa and look for the naughty list. Is it still out?
Yes, it's still out.
I'm gonna write down on top of it Krampus. Just in the biggest letters across 2 pages.
Yeah, I was about
Alright.
to say, Krampus does all these horrible things. Wouldn't Krampus also be on a naughty list?
That's true. What a paradox.
as you say this, the Krampus looks around. The list is absolute. And
Yes,
he
that's why I
arcs his
hold up the 2 pages that don't say his name.
his back
God.
past the point where a back should be able to arc until you see his
That's what I
head
call
sort
flex.
of enter the until you see his head enter the basket behind him, and it just keeps on arcing back until there's nothing left. He turned himself. The Krampus is gone. He's sucked into his own hell sack.
I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hot watching that happen.
No, but
That's
the
how you
list.
solve a weird space mystery.
I used to be able to bend like that.
You guys want to go to Denny's?
You know, I
Space.
really
They
do
are.
think
They are
I
always
think
open.
there is a Denny's open in the next galaxy over.
Before
It's way better than the one in this galaxy.
before we all go to Denny's, I have to take care of a couple of things. Well, I must do my final acts as Santa Claus before I move on from this stage in my existence. What do you all want for Christmas? I know what a couple of you want, but a couple of you need to ask me because you never DM'd me.
Yeah, you gotta slide into Santa's DMs,
Um,
guys. Come on.
I'm gonna slide into the DMs.
Slide into Santa's DMs, guys.
I never thought of what I wanted for Christmas.
Yep, anything. He's Santa Claus.
I want, hmm,
Santa, you know what I want.
Yes. World peace. Just reach into the sack.
Okay, the question becomes, which world?
Which world peace?
I'm gonna reach in the sack. What do I get?
Multiverse peace, or you gotta be specific, man.
No, I'm saying world peace. Whatever happens, happens.
You pull out a crown, a chitinous black crown. You are now the new Hive Queen of Krezekos. Free to
Oh my
rule
God.
this blank slate of a
Oh my
world
God.
freed from
Oh.
alongside the Hive Queen, who is now nice.
What?
Oh.
Dunna.
Alright, and next I believe is you, Dr. Donovan. Reach into the bag and pull out your.
I'll
Wait.
reach out, reach into the bag. What do I get?
You pull out a gigantic vial of universal antitoxin. Unlimited uses.
Yes! Yes! I'll be able to hang out with all those Nadarid girls all the time now!
And then attached to it is a passport to every strange planet in the galaxy.
Oh, after we hit Denny's, we're gonna hit a few more Denny's.
And I might join you! Ho, 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 ho.
You're not invited.
Santa. What did
Really,
you
I
get
want to
for
see what kind of
Christmas?
kink Santa's into.
He's got too few legs.
Alright,
and only one head.
up next is Agony.
Oh.
Reach
I'm
into
still
the
thinking.
bag!
Give me something random. Fuck it.
Alright, you reach into the bag, and when you pull your hand out, you're holding the handle of a bottle of vodka. You pull it further, the bottle is still coming out. This bottle is taller than you are. I
can I
know
even
exactly
hold
what you
this?
want for Christmas.
Oh, this is perfect, darling. Thank you.
Oh, it's the
How-
least
how-
I could do to free me from my internal prison.
You are welcome anytime. Now about those cookies.
Oh, before we get to Denny's and the cookies, I've got one last gift to give to you, Rulio, the one who defeated the Krampus, the new master of the list. Reach to that.
He
It's
hesitates,
the Santa
like
Claus.
blushing.
Alright, when you reach into the sack, you pull out a MacGuffin brand space mop. A mop that can clean literally anything, including this conflict that this one shot was based around.
Wow. I heard that these existed. I didn't know they were real.
But there's one other thing I have to give to you, Julio.
And he reaches up and he takes his Santa hat off and he puts it on your head. His beard just starts falling off, and the beard starts growing on you.
You're the new master! You're the new master of the list! You are now the new Santa Claus. Like myself, my forefathers, and Tim Allen before them. But before you begin your big night, let's go to Diddy's and let's get fucked up! Ho!
Yeah!
Just like in the Santa Claus.
Just like in the Santa.
Okay, Grand Slams for all the reindeer. Go.
Right.
And to
Let's-
a grand slam.
And hell, all the elves, we get Grand Slams too, but your kids, remember, kids eat free.
Merry Christmas to all! And to all a grand slam!
Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam.
Okay, I gotta go play that now.
Now you gotta play that song.
Hey, you, what you gonna do?
Alright,
Hey,
that about
what you
does
gonna
it.
do?
I know it was kind of short, but I wanted to keep it kind of pithy.
It's
Loved
fun.
it. Had a
It
lot
was
of
so
fun.
great.
much fun.
Hey, I'm glad you guys had a good time.
We just logicked the shit out of Santa.
I don't feel like we
and
rolled
the
a lot.
queen.
Honestly,
It's
I had more
okay.
fun just role playing it as opposed to
Trying to roll.
mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much it was a game to see how long it would take someone to go for the logic paradox of Santa is naughty / Krampus is.
Everyone is naughty.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys had a good time.
Hey, you, what you gonna do? Hey, you, what you gonna do?
I liked all the characters you guys made. They were fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. They're great.
It was fun.
Incidentally, they're not that far off from our normal characters.
Is Palooza
No.
therapist?
Kind of. A little
I
bit.
kind of,
He
kind
attempts
of,
to be at times.
He is an oaf.
kind of. You are an oaf.
Oh yeah, and the epilogue is Captain Donovan waking up from the medic bay, and it's fucking disabling. It's a space dragon.
Space dragon.
It's a space dragon, man. Disabling. Fuck it.
Love it.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
That explains so much. Sabellin has a dark, gritty past.
Mm-hmm.
Or a dark, gritty future.
Mm-hmm.
Don't we all have a dark, gritty future, to be honest?
I mean,
Probably.
with climate change and the apps and the forgotten nature of Capri Suns.
The sons of Capri.
And we're not even going to get into the
mythical.
2020 election.
I will say there was a plot line I dropped from this, which I was gonna include some like Earth Empire like military people, but halfway through doing the Hive Queen voice is like, okay, this Alex Jones Texan voice I was gonna do for him is going to kill me, so fuck it, I'm going with elves now.
It worked out.
I like the Queen's voice.
I think it was fun to do. As I started doing, I was like, okay, if I cannot do another gruff voiced character in this, so I'm changing the Earth people gonna drop into just the elves getting involved.
And the Fire Nation attacked. I mean, the Earth Nation. The Earth Nation attacked. Fucking elves.
I love the idea of nog boarding people.
Oh yeah, like yeah. It's I think gonna do nog or hot chocolate. Like no, eggnog's gonna be much grosser for this.
Mm-hmm. And just obligatory alcohol insert.
Oh, of course.
Because we're
Well, that was
alcoholics.
fun.
The glowing larva thing was killing me. I loved it. I loved everything about it.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up with her too. Is have a discussion about the ethics of drinking your children.
No joke. The I think the one thing I didn't anticipate were you guys trying to turn the Hive Queen nice.
Had to be done.
I did not actually. Somehow I didn't anticipate that, but I liked that direction. That was fun.
I like
Mhm.
the way we handled Krampus. That was fun.
Yeah,
Paradox.
yeah, it's kind of
Dun.
doing a bit more of like a slasher movie kind of thing, but you guys kind of honed in that solution like immediately. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna BS and try and delay this if they figured out the puzzle.
Wait, was that the answer?
Yeah, like pretty much making Krampus realize that he himself is naughty, or it's either that or destroying the list itself.
Mm.
So
Mm.
It's
it's
like
either
getting
kind of
Pinocchio to say that he cannot lie.
yeah, pretty much like the solutions I had planned were either that kind of paradox thing or destroying the list itself. Either one of those was going to be the way to solve it. And
Figure
since
it
you guys had
out.
destroyed the list, that means that Rulio is now trapped to an eternity of Santa Claus and cursedness
No, no,
until
no.
he can pass on.
You think eternity. He thinks he's got a year to clean up Christmas.
Yeah, oh, and he'll fucking do it.
You clean
He'll get those
that
elves
shit
on a
up.
union. He'll get them working. Have got benefits. You know, he'll streamline it. He's gonna turn into like, why just have one Santa when you could do something like the Green Lantern and have one for each sector?
Another thing I was like
The
playing
Santa
with,
Claus.
and one thing I was playing with, and like was kind of waiting for opportunities to try and like push more on was the idea that Santa Claus is actually the biblical god, and people have just misinterpreted him as Santa.
I liked it.
Like a Jesus.
Uh, so
Oh,
holidays are coming up, and we're gonna have a lot of missed games. I'm already
Yeah.
bummed.
I know. We've had a lot of them already.
Yeah.
So we have
just
one more though,
happens.
right?
I'm not sure. Maybe
17th.
17th. Are we gonna? Everyone gonna be able to do 17th?
I
Yeah,
will
we
be
could do the
available.
17th.
No, I'll
We
probably
could-
be available too.
Yeah, we could do 17th.
Okay.
I think our other game, the Water D game, that's gonna be the 18th.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Rescheduling.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay, so it's like 2 nights in a row that week. Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
What about next week? Are we doing something or not?
No,
Don't
because
believe so.
we're moving, Ryan.
I know. That's why I was wondering if we're doing something or not.
That's why I said
Yes,
we're not.
you're
I
moving.
told you this.
But what if we do something or not?
Not going to.
Hmm.
So I have no idea what at all we would do on the 17th.
Let me
Me
take a
neither.
look here at what I've got going on. In terms of my simple RPGs.
I could do a random one shot again.
I'm down for that.
We could do one of those, yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm down for another Ryan one shot, and if you're not feeling it, I could find another super rules light, prep light thing like this. We could, mess around. But I did have doing another Ryan game. Those are fun.
Better question is, Ryan, are you gonna plan something before that day? Because
When have I ever done that?
never.
I think we know the answer to that question.
I mean, honestly, I would recommend finding a system like the one we did tonight that's just crazy rules light and just kind of jump off that.
Yeah, that could be a thing.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about how this was
You
going to
know
go
what?
until I started running again. I was like, oh, this is easy to run. I thought it'd be awesome.
You know what?
Mm.
I want Susan to run a game.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not gonna
damn.
happen.
Susan's
Yes,
never ran a
yes,
game.
Do it. Do it.
It's
Run
not
it,
gonna
run
happen.
it.
Run a game.
Do something like this, like where it's like literally one stat and one kind of like something super simple. Yeah.
You can do
Susan
it.
game.
No.
Susan
We
Gang.
believe in you.
Susan.
not
We
good.
believe
Gang.
in Susan.
It's not.
Gang.
It's not
Susan,
about.
Susan,
Gang.
Susan.
It's not about
Gang.
not being able to
Susan
do
Gang.
it. It's about the amount of thought I want to put into it and the amount of thought I can put into something right now
So
doesn't add up.
if you look at the right hand side of the PDF for this system, there's literally a table for rolling to make the plot itself. I thought about doing that until I went on the Christmas idea. So you can even just roll for the plot with a system like this. And if you literally wanted to do this system, I don't mind doing another sci-fi thing.
Oh, I could do all out of bubblegum too if we don't want to do that.
How does that work?
Yeah, that's not-
You start off the game with a certain amount of quote bubblegum. Over the course of the game, you can solve problems either by kicking ass or not kicking ass. If you fail, you slowly start losing bubblegum, and as you lose bubblegum, you only progressively you start losing the ability to solve problems except by kicking ass. So by the end of it, you're just these uncontrollable engines of destruction.
Yeah, isn't that that's a quote from some game?
It's from the movie They Live. I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Wait, I thought it was from that one other guy.
Duke Nukem? I think Duke Nukem was
Nukem.
referencing They Live.
So
Yeah,
it's
Duke
still-
Nukem's referencing it, yes.
Oh.
So one thing I've always been kind of murky on All Out of Bubblegum is I guess it's like setting agnostic, isn't it? It could
Yes.
work for any.
Yes.
What setting would you run for that so I can start planning characters as a kid?
I was thinking I could do I've wanted to do a cooking one,
Oh hell
but
yeah!
but because
that would
it's
be
Christmas
hilarious.
time, but because it's Christmas time, I was wondering if we shouldn't do something like set in a
got-
mall.
No.
And it's
Why
Christmas
don't we
time
do
and you're trying to
cooking?
get stuff.
Holiday
We can do
Bake Off.
cooking. Yeah, like the Great British Bake Off.
Holiday Cook Off. Holiday Bake Off.
Okay, we could do that.
Gonna make the championship gingerbread house.
Oh yeah, the gingerbread house building competition. Something like that.
Just break everything fucking down with it.
What about like making cookies? You know, like holiday cookies.
I mean, well, yeah.
Yeah, bake off.
This is
Yeah, we
just
could do a
Bake Off. Cook
Have you guys
off,
ever
bake
made
off,
holiday
whatever the fuck.
When you were kids,
Did we ever what now?
make holiday cookies.
Yeah. Haven't made cookies.
I mean, I just made. I just
We
made
didn't do cookies. We did brownies, but yeah.
My family still does random like cookie competitions and stuff for Christmas, especially for the younger people.
Nice.
It was a good time.
I don't care if it's a
That's a good
bake
idea.
on or a bake off. I'm gonna bake all over you.
That gives me an idea. Okay, so all out of bubblegum. The setting is, or the scene or the situation is, you guys are going to be in a bake-off, a holiday bake-off, but you're all washed-up celebrity chefs of some kind, or just celebrities in general. Yeah, let's do like celebrities asked to do some sort of like competitive bake-off competition.
That reminds me of the character I was playing with making for God like a year or two ago when one of the options was the
Is
Kuraz.
Obama a celebrity?
He absolutely is a celebrity.
Okay.
When we were deciding what one shot to do, that ended up being the
Ashenport.
water. Yes.
Oh yeah, one of the options was an Asian kung fu cooking themed one.
Yeah, the character I was playing with making for that was gonna be exactly what we're talking about, like a washed up celebrity who thought he was a. Oh yeah, he thought he was auditioning for celebrity cooking show stuff, but it's actually just the normal one. He's just that washed up that he doesn't even qualify for the celebrity Z-lister shows. But the all-out celebrity one would be fun too.
I'm gonna do something along the lines of Gary Busey.
I love it. Love it already.
Just
trying to
scream
think-
at the pie. Ah!
I would say I've got
Something
dibs on
funny.
Macho Man, but if there's multiple Macho Men, I would not.
Think of something like funny that I could do a voice for, like washed up Mickey Mouse.
That's not bad.
You do it.
Something like that. Some dumb.
That or like some sort of like Russian female bodybuilder, so you can speak in a Russian accent.
It's true. That could also
Yeah, because
work.
it doesn't necessarily be like real celebrities. It could just be fictional celebrities.
True. True.
Although I like the Mickey Mouse. That's a pretty good idea.
Oh, another good one. Shaggy from Scooby Doo.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't mean
Shaggy
Ryan
in
will
a
play
cooking
dog
show.
again.
All of his baking is just way too like tall. You know what I mean? Like he makes a 15 layer
A huge fucking
pie.
cookie.
or a 15-layer pie where there's different layers of different pies stacked on top of each other.
Like a lasagna.
He just
or
makes
something.
pies and stacks them.
Yeah, you could do that. It'd be genius.
Well, guys, on that note,
Excellent.
I am gonna head off. I'm gonna go try and catch some sleep before I gotta get up early to do stupid shit.
Night, Sam.
Good night,
idea.
Good
Sam.
evening,
Good
everyone.
night, Sam.
Later.
Good night, Sam.
I'm gonna head off as well. Good game, you guys. Thanks for being such good sports
Yeah.
with this spaceship
Yeah.
funkin'.
Thanks for running, Kyle.
Thank
Love
you,
it.
Thank
Kyle.
No
you.
problem.
I appreciate.
I appreciate you guys too. Catch y'all later.
Good
Night.
night, Kyle.
Bye.